right, guys. Hello. Welcome back. We decided to do a late night edition with just the ladies. This is my beautiful daughter, Autumn, as you guys remember, and this is my bonus baby,
my best
Iria.
friend.
So I'm sorry. Welcome to Tanita Talks. We will be sipping tea while we're spilling tea. We are still drinking prickly pear cactus. So they already said that they enjoyed it or whatever. I added a little honey and a little sugar. So, But anyway, so on a more serious note, we wanted to talk about depression and stressors in life. I will start off by saying this pleasant, happy, bother-free person you see now, I was not always like this. I had a very rough childhood, but I always knew that my life wasn't going to be that way. So going through depression myself at a very young age was very, very hard. I talk to my children all the time about depression and help, and that's why me and my husband are huge supporters of our kids and all my bonus children, because we just believe in giving off love and support, because that can help shed some of that and bring more light to it as you talk about it. So I want Autumn and Yuri to chime in on what they think. Some of the reasons may be what you can do to help, because it could be traumatic instances that have happened in your life. It could be not having a healthy relationship with your parents. It could be not just in a healthy space. Some people just are depressed, or, it's just, I don't know. Some people they don't have friends. Whatever the reasons are, always know that feeling like nobody loves you, you don't have nobody to talk to, there is always somebody willing to listen. Suicide is never the issue. It should never be the answer. And it's not going to do anything but leave a lot of hurt behind to those that you leave behind.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, when people have suicide as like an option to get away from their problems, it's like they don't realize like you're going to end up hurting like the people that you feel like they will be happy that you're gone. It's like I remember I seen this saying on Twitter. It was the same, basically saying like you end up hurting a lot. You end up hurting a lot than trying to like fix the situation. Like you feel like you're the problem, so it's like, okay, if I try to delete the problem, which is committing suicide, everybody don't have to worry about me. They're gonna be happy without me. But it's like in reality, you're hurting a lot of people. But it's not saying it's gonna be your fault. But it's like, okay, you just don't realize that you put in people's situations where like they can potentially hurt themselves because you're gone. So it's just like, it might be a domino effect and just like, suicide and everything.
Well, sometimes suicide, it's not like I'm gonna end my life so other people will be happy. Sometimes people will say, I'm gonna end it so I can end the
stop hurting.
Stop hurting.
I can stop hurting.
My mom was not doing it for me. I know my mom loves me, but she can't take the pain away. You can go to church, you can listen to the pastor, you can hear him, speak to him, but like you're still going, at the end of the day, you're still going to be hurt, you're still going to feel pain. Some people feel like the only way out is just to end it.
Yeah. And that's never the answer. Right. And that's why everybody knows my home is open. Yeah. I keep a house full. Me and my husband are very giving. You come, you're going to eat. Because I just noticed, not to get off topic, but I mean, when you say eat, I love to cook. I have a catering business, Tanita's Exquisite Catering. So when people come,
for real, please.
When people come, the nucleus is the kitchen. People migrate to the kitchen of homes or whatever. So I try to make sure there are certain things available and we have a good time. We talk. And because you really don't know what people are going through.
Yeah.
You can wake up and try your best to go on and do what's necessary, but you really just don't know what people are going through. So giving a listening ear, giving somebody a smile, speaking to someone, you never know how that can impact their day in a more positive way.
Yeah, because they could be on their last leg.
Yes.
And you could just simply be like, oh my God, you look so good today. That could just help them get through that day and like ease them. So it's like, always be kind to be nice. You might never know. You know what people are going through. They can put on they could plaster on a smile. You be like, oh, they doing just fine. Like you can never know.
That's why you should always check on your strong friends. Their friend that's always checking on you. Yeah. Who checking on them?
Exactly.
I said it all the time, and I'm one to not ask people for anything. I don't like to bother people. But it's like you can only be strong for so long. You can only help so many. You can only do so much. And then when the dust settles, it's like, okay, now what? Mm-hmm. But it, like I said, when you lose someone, when you feel like you're in a dead end situation, when you feel like your life is not going anywhere, when you're not where you seeing yourself, excuse me, this tea, y'all. When you don't see yourself where you think you should be, it can be depressing. And I believe depression is like an onion. There are layers to be peeled back.
Yeah, I was just
because it's like in depth. Some people just have a mild touch, and some people are clinically depressed. Like they have to take medication, or there's nothing you can do. And we're talking about this just because we want to bring some awareness to it. Like I say, both of these girls are in college. They have healthy relationships. They are in healthy spaces in life, as far as I know, right? Ain't nobody got no doubts or nothing, you know.
Honestly, healthy relationship part, I ain't even know.
No, she's single, y'all.
Oh, with friendships?
Yeah, like
yeah. I have very healthy friendships.
Oh, yes.
But no relationship.
No boyfriends. Yeah, not stuff like that.
If y'all want to.
But everybody knows I love these kids. I always tell them, hey, you know, if you need to talk, you need to call me. They all know that. So just to bring awareness to that and to let you guys know, and it's normal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was not what I consider a normal kid because of my home situation. But when I was out with my friends, nobody really knew what I was battling with. And it's dark. It's a dark place. It's a very deep, dark place. Yeah. And, but I mean, I tell people, baby, let me tell you something. I look at me and my life and the growth and how I love my little family. We're happy, we're healthy, thank God, you know, and it's like, I know you can come out of that. So if you're in a space where you don't have a close relationship with your mother or your father, or you lost a loved one, or whatever the case may be, that's putting you, and sometimes people don't know why they're depressed.
Yeah, like they just feel like it's like you don't know. You just wake up. Well, I'm not gonna say wake up one day, but it might happen over time. Wake up one day, you just don't know. It's not a specific reason, like, oh, because my dog died or something like that. But
find your happy place.
Yeah, sometimes when that happens, it mostly be to people who let things build up over time. And then one day you can just wake up and you just feel this sudden emotion of sadness. You don't know what's wrong with you, but it's just it's just a tip of the iceberg.
That, you know, it's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
We are strong believers. We are devout Christians, but we understand life is gonna do what it do. Baby, you get down on your knees
and you pray,
and you ask God to take that deep, dark, whatever it is, take it away.
And I promise you, He gonna do.
Oh, He will do just
that.
Yes,
from like a spiritual point of view, like if you do believe in God or whatever, you have to know that you are not a victim of your circumstances. Yes. God makes us go through certain things so we can be able to be like to help the next person that's gonna go through it.
Testimony.
And it's never over, and where you are right now is not where you're gonna be forever, and it's not gonna last. And it definitely is a humbling experience, even though you feel like you may not have anybody, but
you do.
God will never let you experience something alone. Like there's always going to be somebody there that's going to be able to listen to you.
Exactly, and it's like God. He's not going to ever put you in a situation where you can't handle it. Right. That's just what, and you know if you're strong in your faith, and exactly like God just knows. Of course, He knows. So it's just like you pray, and even though you might feel like you will never get out that situation, it's just like okay, you feel like you're gonna be stuck there forever. You got to keep praying, just let time go by, and just keep doing what you're doing to your best ability to get out that situation as well.
Right. And you have to not be afraid to call on God. You have to invite Him into your situation. You have to say, God, I need help right now.
Yes,
you have to call on Him.
Yes, you have to. And don't ever let nobody quiet your faith.
Exactly.
Right. You know, I don't care where I am, baby. I will pull that car over, be in the restroom.
And pray right there.
Honey, I done caught the Holy Ghost in the bathtub by myself in the restroom. Let me tell you something, baby, because when it's time, when you, like she said, you call on Him, He wants us to call on Him.
Yes, you have to invite Him. You have to.
when you do that, trust
even
and
at
believe.
your best times,
Yes.
even when time is going great
that's
for
right.
you,
Still thank
call
God.
on the
Thank
Lord.
Him. That's it.
Don't do it when it's going
Because
through
it could be
dark
worse.
times.
Yeah, it could be worse. And just remember,
yes.
whenever you think you're doing bad, someone is doing
way
worse. So
worse
you
than you.
always thank God for your current situation,
Mm.
your past situation, and your future situations.
You know what I'm saying? You thank God for the bad.
That's it. Because
You
it's
thank
not
God for
trouble
the
to
bad.
last
Yeah, because
always,
somebody
baby.
could be praying for your
Yes,
bad, and you think
exactly.
your bad
It's
is
terrible.
so terrible.
Yes,
I promise
yes,
you, somebody
yes,
right
yes.
now is wishing to be in your situation.
Yes. So it's like never feel like you're alone. All of my social medias are down below. You can DM me at any time. I will be more than happy to sit down and talk with anyone because I know where I came from and I know where I am. And I have done a complete 360 as far as my mindset on life and love and my children. I tell everybody, my kids saved my life, baby. So I thank God for that because He knows exactly what you need at just the right time.
Even when you don't want
That's
it.
And Lord, I thought
best
that, yes,
thing for
Lord,
you.
and that was
It's
the best thing could have happened
you.
to
You
me.
might not
What
want
I
it,
thought was a punishment at that time, or a curse, or God don't love me, or whatever my thinking was, it was irrational, of course, but it was that at that time. But just to know, I look back and I just get so much joy in my heart because it is no greater love than knowing that God's got you.
Yep.
And that's where your faith comes in. So don't ever let the devil let that depression take hold of you, or whatever it could be depression today, and it could be anger tomorrow.
Yep.
It could be sorrow the next day. Whatever it is, honey, God will make it better. So take that, and like I said, you stand on it. You get on your knees and stand on your faith.
Be strong in it.
You
Don't
have
let
to.
nobody come in and tell you otherwise. Because
Yeah.
there's nobody but the devil, baby.
That's it.
Yeah, never be afraid to call on your friends. Because
Exactly.
if you have some good friends, they gonna want you to tell them like when something's going on, when you need them, because everybody needs somebody to lean on.
Yeah. You can't just be
Everybody.
here on your
You
own.
can't
Well, I
do it
got
on your
this.
own.
It's
You
good to
cannot
talk.
do it on
It's
your
good.
own.
It's good to talk. It's good to vent. It's always good to have a good listener on your side
Yeah,
and get feedback to you as well.
Yeah.
Because when you are depressed, you don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh, I don't want to bother them or worry them with my problems. But I promise you,
You're not.
They
You're not
want you to
worrying
come. I want you to come and
ask
ask me. Yes.
I would be offended if my
Like that,
friend was
yeah,
going
that's
through
right.
something and didn't call me.
Yeah.
That's why I say, me and my friend, and we talk all the time. Everybody knows because everybody that went to Worthing, shout out to class of 97. Everybody knows me and Brandy Hudson. Well, at the time she's Brandy Guidry. We have been friends since we were 15 years old. I'm 42. She'll be 42 in August.
That's gonna be us in the future.
So that is my best friend, and we have grown together. We've seen each other go through a lot, and we've been there to pick each other up, and we've been there to congratulate each other and love each other, and the relationship has only gotten better as time has gone on. So when you have good friends, like she said, don't be afraid to call on them. They expect you to be there
That's
for
what we're
them.
here for.
And a good friend, but I'm gonna tell you this though, a good friend will notice
of course.
something about you.
You don't gotta say nothing, baby.
Not to say that
come here.
be like, hold on, my friend, I ain't talked to my friend in 3 weeks. Something's wrong with that
something's
picture.
wrong.
You know what I'm saying? You should, because they become sisters or brothers or whatever, and just like I said, it could be, I got chills because I just think about how hard it was and how so many times I thought I was by myself and I never was by myself. I always knew I wasn't alone, but I felt so lonely. So don't just, I don't know where the topic came up, which is something we just decided to talk about because I know it's somebody out there battling with that. There are times where you still wake up and be like, you know what, I just don't even feel it today. If you've ever been through anything, there are going to be days where you have your lows and your highs. Baby, take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, you drop on your knees, you sit in your car, you sit in that bathroom stall, you sit in that bathtub, you stand up in the middle of Walmart in the customer service line and you pray.
And you have to wake up every day. You have to choose life. Like you have to speak it into existence.
And
like,
thank God for waking you up.
Like with the simple waking up, I'm gonna have a good day today.
Exactly.
There's something
Yes.
as small as that, and each day it'll get better.
Like I always say, baby, there's power in the tongue.
Oh,
you
yes,
manifest.
yes.
Simply waking up and saying, I'm not gonna be sad today. That
Exactly.
goes a long way, and you have to believe it.
And try to do something nice. You know what? My kids make fun of me all the time because see, I'm the lady talking to people in the grocery store.
I'm like, Mom, you gotta talk to everybody.
Baby, I make friends. I make acquaintances everywhere I go. But I just believe in talking and connecting with people. I look people in the eye, I speak. You know, I say thank you and please and have very good conversations with perfect strangers. And it doesn't matter. One guy I was talking to the other day, I'm in Walmart and he happened to stop me and he had on a Make America Great Again hat or whatever. I didn't even see any of that. You know, it's like okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're nice to me. I'm gonna be nice to you.
Yeah, no matter what.
I have to respect whatever
color.
you believe, because baby, I know what I believe. Okay, and we on two different wavelengths. But hey, you're the company you keep, but you get what you give, and we're trying to. The reason we're speaking on this too is because we want people to understand that it's okay to not be okay, but it will be okay.
Right.
Okay, you have to know that. So. If it's a stranger, everybody don't have friends.
Yeah,
everybody don't have coworkers they can talk to.
Baby,
you can catch a lady at Target in the line, whatever.
And sometimes it's
God will
to
place somebody in your life,
right,
that will meet you right in your circumstance.
Right. And something,
and sometimes it's easier to talk to people that you don't know than talking to your friends. Because I remember at a certain time in my life when I was going through like depression, I could not talk to my best friends, who I've been knowing for years. But I ended up like talking and venting to somebody that I would see at school, like pass by in the hallways, and like eventually it made me strong enough to talk to my friends, and it made me get better. Yeah,
because your friends sometimes they think. Brenda always said, "Oh, you so strong, you so this," and I'm like,
girl, you just don't know.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
Right.
And sometimes we put on a facade for our friends because we don't want them to know how weak we are at that moment.
Because to your friends, you want them to think that you are the strong person that they can come to, and you want them to come to you.
Yes.
But see, it's like it's good that we my friend group have the understanding like we all can be strong, but we all know that we can come to each other. Like yours are strong, I'm strong, my other two best friends are strong, but it's like at the end of the day when we are at our lows, we know, even the strongest we can all come to each other no matter what.
Absolutely.
So it's like okay,
and that's the way it should be. Those are healthy relationships.
Yeah.
So again, guys, you know that I love you. I am beyond elated with the progress and how things are going with the show. And so, like I said, we will talk about a plethora of things. There's not one direction we're going. Sometimes we'll be all over the place. But the goal is to keep talking because somebody is listening. Okay. Again, I want to tell you guys, thank you. I love you. This is just something we wanted to chime in and do real quick. It's a subject that crossed our mind after we were shooting the last show. So we just wanted to keep it going a little bit. But again, thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Tanika Talks on YouTube. And remember, we will always sip tea while we're spilling some tea. See y'all. Love you. Bye.